Hello, welcome to YouTube channel Extreme Telugu. Please do subscribe our channel so that you never miss a video from us. So, in the last video, we have discussed set definition and a few problems, 4 marks problems, 1 mark problems, all this. Now in this video, we will learn some few more topics based on the set theory. So, let us see here types of sets. So there are types of sets you may get in 1 mark or 2 marks. So definition and example you have to write. So there are null set, singleton set, universal set, subset, equal sets, equivalent set, cardinal number, finite sets, infinite set, disjoint sets, and we'll discuss the Venn diagrams also. So one by one we'll see. Null set is also known as empty set. So empty means nothing is there. So that is no element is there. Or void set. Okay now. So the definition is a set which contains no elements in it. No elements in it. Example A. Natural number less than 1 or else less than 0. Okay now, natural number less than 0. So less than 0 you will find -1, -2, all these are negative integers. They are not natural numbers, so it is a empty set. So empty set is denoted by, you need to open the flower bracket and you need to close the flower bracket. So these enclosed by 2 flower brackets. This is empty set, or else you can either denote by phi, phi, phi. So this is symbol is, you have to write the 0 and slash like this. This is phi, which indicates empty set. Next, coming to the next one is singleton set. The name itself says it contains single element. So a set which contains single element. So let me take the example. Even prime number. So we already know only one even prime number is there, that is 2. So that is the even prime number. Or else you can say one more example. Woman President of India. Woman President of India. So like that you can take any examples which has only one element. So or else you can say natural numbers less than 2. So that is only one. Like that you can take n number of examples you can take. Now you have universal set and subset. So if I say this classroom is my full set, so within the classroom our bench or else our blackboard is a part of the classroom, which is a subset. So let me explain by drawing a diagram. So suppose universal set. So this complete rectangle box is a universal set which is denoted by mu or else u, capital U. So within that, if I draw 2 overlapping sets, say A is one set and another set, overlapping means one upon the other. So in this manner, this is B. So I can say A is a part of this full set. So A is a part of it. That is A is subset of universal set U. And as well as B is also part of universal set mu. So this symbol indicates subset. So in sets we have few notations or you can say symbols. So this is epsilon. What is this? Epsilon, which is nothing but belongs to. Is known as epsilon. epsilon, which is belongs to. If I write belongs to and slash over it, that is does not belongs to. What is that? Does not belongs to. Does not belongs to. And you have this one, just now I told you, subset. What is the symbol? Subset. And this is not a subset. Not a subset. Okay. Not a subset. So there is a slight difference in this belongs to and subset, where to apply belongs to symbol, where to apply subset symbol. Suppose if I take one set A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and B is equals to 1, 2, 3. So we all know A is a set and as well as B is also a set. So between A and B, between both the sets, how the relation is. See here, all the elements of B are included or present in the set A. So 1 is there, 2 is there and 3 is there. So I can say B is a part of A. So that is B is subset. Subset. B is subset of A. Now, can I say A is subset of B? No. A is not a subset of B because the elements of 4 and 5 are not included in the set B. If I erase 4 and 5, so in such case, so what happens? A is subset of B and as well as B is subset of A. This happens only when A is equals to B. So you can write a note also. What is that note is? If A is subset of B and B is subset of A, then A is equals to B. It's a very important bit. Next, when we have to apply belongs to symbol. So for that also I'll take the same example. I will take the same example, or else let me write over here. A is equals to 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now here 1, 2 and 3, all these 3 are nothing but elements of A, elements of the set A, and A is a set. So if I ask 1, so how the relation between element and set? So 1 is belongs to the set A. 1 is included in the set A. If I say 4, 4 is not there in the set A. So I have to represent 4 does not belongs to A. Is it clear? No, that is a subset. Next we have something called number of subsets. So let us see how to find the number of subsets. Suppose here one example is there. If A is equals to 1, 2, 3. So how to find a number of subsets and how to find the subsets. So here we got number of subsets formula. It's a very important bit. Number of subsets formula is given by 2 power n, where n is a number of elements. N is a number of elements. So in the above example, how many elements are there? 3. So here n is equals to 3 elements. 3. So number of subsets is 2 power 3, that is 8. 2 cube is 8. Let us see subsets. Subsets of A. Subsets of A are so in every set, empty set is subset of every set. First take empty set, next single set, single element. 1, next 2, next 3, next doubles. 1, 2, 1, 2, next 1, 3, 1, 3, next 2, 3, next leftover is complete 1, 2, 3. So that is 1, 2, 3. So total how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the subsets of A. If I ask you to find the power set, one more is there here. Power set of A. So power set of A is nothing but I need to rewrite all these elements. So if I want to write the power set of A, so it's nothing but I need to write all the elements. So this is nothing but empty set. Next 1, next 2, next 3, next 1 comma 2. Let me erase this one. 1 comma 2. Next, what is there? 1 comma 3. Next 2 comma 3. Next 1 comma 2 comma 3. So I need to write all the subsets in another set. That another set is nothing but power set. So we have discussed power set and subsets. Subsets, where is subset? Here. Subsets and the number of subsets. Formula is 2 power n. Okay. Now coming to equal sets. Now coming to equal sets and equivalent set and cardinal number. We'll discuss all these three. So first comes equal sets. So when can you say two sets are equal? Two sets are said to be equal if they have same elements. If they have same elements. That is example we'll take. Suppose 1, 2, 3. B is equals to 2, 3, 1. So in the A you have 1, 2, 3. In the B also you have in 1, 2, 3 in another order. So even though whatever the order, the elements are same, so I can say A and B are equal sets. Or else you can take one more example also. C also you can take in another way. First three natural numbers. First three natural numbers are nothing but 1, 2, 3 only. So here you can say A, B and C are equal sets. Equal sets. So that is equal set. Now coming to equivalent set. So there is a slight difference in equivalent set. So equivalent set. So equivalent means, suppose if A is equals to, let me take 1, 2, 3 only. If B is equals to, if I take ABC, even though the number of elements here, the number of elements, that is n of A indicates number of elements in set is how much? 3. Here the number of elements n of B is also 3. So here the elements are different from both A and B. So I cannot say A is equals to B. I can say A is not equals to B. But even though A and B are unequal sets, I can say they are equivalent sets. This is equivalent symbol. Equivalent set. So because the number of elements in A and B are same, so I can say A and B are equivalent sets. Equivalent sets. So let me write the definition. Two sets are said to be equivalent if their number of elements, or else you can say cardinal number. So this number of elements is nothing but cardinal number. We'll discuss. If their cardinal number are equal. If their cardinal number are equal. Okay. Now you might be understood what is cardinal number. Cardinal number is nothing but the number of elements present in the given set. So let me write here. What is cardinal number? Cardinal number. What is cardinal number? The number of elements present in the given set. Present in the given set. So example, A is equals to 2, 3, 4, 6. So n of A, this is n of A is nothing but cardinal number. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 are the number of elements in the given set. That 4 is nothing but cardinal number. So after that we have finite set, infinite and disjoint set. So let us discuss finite set. The name itself it indicates finite set. So a set which contains countable number of elements. Countable number of elements. A set which contains countable number of elements. Countable number of elements. Example, A is equals to 1, 2, 3, so on to 100. So how many elements are there? So on to 100, so n of A is 100. So it is a countable. Next, infinite set. A set which contains uncountable number of elements. Uncountable number of elements. Uncountable number of elements. So example, the same example, 1, 2, 3, so on to infinite, or else so on you can write. So that is infinite set. So the difference for finite and infinite set is, for finite set the number of elements are countable, and for infinite set the number of elements are uncountable. So all the stars in the sky, you can say all these stars in the sky, all the stars in the sky, so which is uncountable. So all the stars in the sky. Next we have disjoint sets. So the word itself says disjoint. Let us discuss disjoint sets. So let me give one example. Example, A is 1, 3, 5, 7 and B is 2, 4, 6. So here in the set A the elements are 1, 3, 5, 7, and in the set B the elements are 2, 4, 6. No element is in common. So that is, two sets are said to be disjoint if there is no elements are in common. Okay, so the example is here. So if you write this one as universal set, this is set A and this is set B, this is Venn diagram. So we are left out with Venn diagrams. So we'll discuss the Venn diagrams in the next video, and also few more problems, workout problems based on these topics, and few more will complete the remaining section of the set problems. Okay, thank you children. So please do subscribe our channel, YouTube channel Extreme Telugu, so that you never miss our videos. Please do comment on the doubt sections or any doubts in the comment box. Thank you.